Okay, so now the question is how we will be choosing which type of learning we have to apply to a given problem. So the image that you see here, so the image box machine learning, which is then divided into two subcategories: supervised and unsupervised learning. Okay, so supervised box is further divided into two sub boxes, that is the regression and classification. So like I told you, supervised learning is a type of machine learning where the algorithm is trained on labeled data where the correct answer is already known. Okay, and in regression, so it's a type of supervised learning that is used to predict continuous output, such as predicting the price of house based on their its feature, like for example number of window, size of the house, square feet and all that. Do we have garden or not, how many toilets, whether it is tiles made, whether it is these type of feature basically. Okay, so and then we have classification. So it is also a supervised learning that is used to predict category output, such as classifying an email or if is it a spam or not spam. Okay, now unsupervised learning subdivided into single sub box labeled as clustering. So unsupervised learning is a type of machine learning where the algorithm is trained on unlabeled data where the correct answer are not known. So the clustering is type of unsupervised learning that is used to group similar data point together based on their features. So without any prior knowledge how many groups there should be or what those groups should be called. So in this so in summary, the image shown has different type of machine learning which with supervised learning further broken into regression and classification, and unsupervised learning represented by clustering. So this illustrates the different approaches that can be taken when using machine learning to do any type of task. So let's understand thoroughly. So basically, so classification, regression and clustering are three most three most common type of machine learning algorithms. So this is like a category of algorithm. Each of these algorithm is designed to solve a specific type of problem. And so for example, this take this classification. Okay, so classification is a type of supervised learning algorithm that involves predicting the class or category of a given input. So the input could be anything such as image, text, numerical data. So the output of the classification algorithm is a class label. Some common example of classification problem includes spam detection, image classification and sentiment analysis. So in classification, the input data is divided into two parts: training data and test data. So the training data is used to train the algorithm, and the test data is used to evaluate the performance of the model. So these are several classification algorithm include decision tree, logistic regression, support vector machine, and there are more. In regression, so it's another type of supervised learning algorithm that involves predicting a numerical value. So the input data could be anything such as age, temperature, stock price, and the output of regression algorithm is a continuous value. So some common example of regression problem include stock price prediction, house price prediction, weather forecasting. So in regression, the input data is also divided into two parts: training and testing data. So the training data is used to train the algorithm, and test data is used to evaluate the performance. So there are several regression algorithm including linear regression, polynomial regression, decision tree. And the last is clustering. So clustering is a type of unsupervised learning algorithm that involves grouping similar data point together. The input data could be anything such as customer purchase history, gene expression data, social media post, any different type of data including suppose marketing data, finance data. This can also be used for fraud detection. Okay, so these type of data are used for clustering. Okay, so in clustering there is no train or test data. The algorithm simply group the input data based on its similarity, and there are several clustering algorithms such as k-mean clustering, hierarchical clustering, DB scan clustering. Okay, and there are more we will be learning later on. So in summary, classification, regression and clustering are important type of machine learning algorithm that are used to solve different type of problem. Okay, so classification used for predicting class level, regression is used for predicting numerical value, clustering used for grouping similar data point, and yeah, so that's all regression, classification and clustering is. Let's understand what are applications. So recommendation is, for example, recommendation engine. So recommendation engine are type of machine learning application that provides personalized recommendation to user based on their past behavior and preferences. So these applications are commonly used by online retailer, streaming services and social media platform to suggest product, movies and content that a user may be interested in. So recommendation engine typically use collaborative filtering, content-based filtering, and a combination of both to generate recommendation. And we may have seen this regularly in online platforms like Netflix, Flipkart, Amazon. Everywhere these type of things are getting used, and they recommend things based on our clicks, past history, and other clicks. Okay, now other application is business process automation. So business process automation involves using machine learning algorithm to automate routine tasks and decision making process within a business. So for example, machine learning model can be used to automate tasks such as data entry, customer service, fraud detection. By automating this task, business can improve efficiency and reduce cost. Spam filtering. So if spam filtering involves using machine learning algorithm to identify and filter out unwanted email or messages. So these algorithms use natural language processing and other technique to analyze the content of email and determine whether they are spam or not. Spam filtering is commonly used by email provider and social media platforms to protect user from unwanted messages. Then we have malware threat detection. Okay, so this malware threat detection involves using machine learning algorithms to identify, protect against malicious software or viruses. Okay, and this algorithm can analyze network traffic, user behavior and other data to detect, prevent cyber attacks also. So malware threat detection is commonly used by antivirus software, network security system and other cyber security applications. Next we have is predictive maintenance. So predictive maintenance involves using machine learning algorithm to predict when equipment or machinery is like to fail, so that maintenance can be performed before a breakdown occurs. So these algorithms analyze data from sensor and other sources to detect patterns that indicate potential problems. Predictive maintenance is commonly used in manufacturing, transportation, and other industries to improve reliability and reduce downtime. Then we have personal assistant. So this type of application that use machine learning algorithm to provide personalized assistant to user. So these assistant can perform tasks such as scheduling appointment, answering question, making recommendation, and we must have heard about popular virtual assistant include Siri, Alexa and Google Assistants. Another is medical diagnosis. Okay, so the medical like a machine learning algorithm can be used to analyze medical images, patient data and other source of information to assist with medical diagnosis, and these algorithm can identify pattern and anomalies that may be difficult for human physician to detect. Medical diagnosis application include computer aided diagnosis, radiology, image analysis and other healthcare applications. Then we have stock market trading. So machine learning algorithm can be used to analyze financial data and predict stock market trends. So these algorithm can analyze large amount of data from financial market and news sources and other sources to identify pattern and predict future trends. Stock market trading include application like automated trading system and automated bots which automatically open buy sell signals, and then other investment tools. Then we have self-driving cars. Self-driving car use machine learning algorithms to analyze sensor data from cameras, radar, and other sources to make decision about driving. So these algorithms can identify objects, predict movement, and make decision about steering, braking, acceleration. So self-driving car are still in the early stages of development, but they have the potential to revolutionize transportation and reduce accidents. So these are the applications that majorly nowadays is very used in these sectors, and we might have seen nowadays these are revolving in our day-to-day life. So hope you like this video. In next tutorial we will be learning more about architecture, and then we will start learning the algorithms. Thank you.